Hello folks and welcome. This is X-Plane 12. I thought I'd give it another try since it is now officially released. So I'm intrigued to see what changes have occurred since my first look video where, to be honest, it was less than stellar. In fact, VR was pretty damn awful before, so I thought I'd try the Pico 4 as well since I've never tried it in X-Plane 12. So if you're interested in this little video, stick around, stay tuned, and let's get started. Now I'm just going to pick something very simple. Portland, that will do. VFR broken clouds, that will give us plenty of puffy clouds. And we'll go for perhaps the Cirrus SR22. Now, I just want to say straight away that I'm a massive fan of X-Plane. In fact, I think I've got about 100 videos on the channel of X-Plane 11. And I do think that the UI system and general VR implementation is better than MSFS. However, for some reason, X-Plane 12 has issues. So fingers crossed, things are going to work out better this time. Right, see you in the sim in a second. Okay folks, so here we are in X-Plane 12, and immediately I've noticed an improvement. Whoa, hang on a minute. And that is with the clouds. They look much better now. That is great news. And I just want to show you something, folks. I really do love, I know I've just said this, but the UI system and the way it works in X-Plane is fantastic. And this is one of my most favourite features. I can teleport around the aircraft and anywhere I want. I really wish we had this feature in MSFS. So Asobo, if you're watching this, which you're probably not, please can we have this feature? Because in VR, just be able to teleport around your environment is brilliant. One more thing I really like is the fact that my honeycomb yoke and pedals and everything else that I've got seem to be recognised immediately. That's really cool. Anyway, let's go for a bit of a flight around Portland. This is the demo area. And let's see what the frames are like. Now, I've got everything pretty much maxed out, by the way. Apart from ambient occlusion is on high instead of ultra. Everything else is maxed. I'm not using FSR either. So I'm really putting my system through its paces, or more like the sim to be honest, and see how well optimized things are. At the moment I've got a little frame count in my headset and I'm getting 40 frames per second. That isn't amazing, but it's not terrible either. I think before I would have got about 20 frames per second, so there's definitely been some improvements. However, bear in mind I am using the Pico 4 with virtual desktop, and I really am a massive fan of virtual desktop. In fact, I think it runs better than the Reverb G2. If you've got a decent computer to run it, that is. In terms of the Pico 4, everything is looking super sharp in this thing. Really very nice indeed. In fact, I'm getting motion reprojection now, so I am hitting 45 frames per second. And just to let you know also that I'm using a new addition to my Pico 4, and it is VR lens inserts from VRFSG, and I'll just show you on the screen now what they look like. I must admit, I really do love them, and that is simply because even though I'm not wearing glasses, I really want to protect those beautiful pancake lenses, because that's the party piece of the Pico 4, and that is the lenses. They are absolutely beautiful. You've got about 75% or even more than that completely clear. So you want to look after them, and I recommend VRFSG lens inserts. They are a sponsor of the channel, and the reason why they do sponsor this channel is because they do produce some of the best lens inserts I've come across, and they have a full range as well. But yeah, I have to say, X-Plane 12 is looking very nice here. This is not bad, and actually the clouds, they're not shimmering in the distance anymore. They're looking really nice. Graphically, I mean, you know, it's not on par with MSFS, but what I will say is the feeling of flight in X-Plane 12 feels really nice. There's something more alive about it, and even though MSFS has made great strides in feeling like you're flying, especially in VR, I think the atmospheric modeling is better. Just that fluid feeling, you know, on the rudder and just general, it's hard to explain. That gut feeling of flying does feel better in X-Plane 12, and that's the hallmark really of the blade element theory. I do love this aircraft as well. It's very nice indeed. Frames are a little bit choppy. I think I'm just scraping 45 frames per second. Now, because I've used X-Plane 11 for many years, I've got plenty of Orbex sceneries, as well as my own ortho imagery that I've made over the years. You know, it's still a sim that I really do like. Now, for whatever reason, it's a shame that X-Plane doesn't seem to have much interest these days, particularly for YouTube videos. And I'm not expecting this video to have many views at all, which is a shame because I still do love this sim. So if you'd like to see more content of X-Plane 12, like proper flying, you know, full flights and VR setups and all that kind of stuff, then please do let me know in the comments below. Now at the moment, X-Plane 12 does not have an OpenXR runtime native anyway, but I do believe that Laminar are looking into that, so I'm looking forward to seeing how this progresses. Look at these rain effects, I do like them. They're a little bit synthetic, but I do like how they streak across the windshield here. This is feeling really nice, actually. Let's just change the weather quickly. Let's go for scatter cloud, and we'll just change maybe the season just for the hell of it. Let's go for August. Oh wow, that does feel very different now. And another thing in favour of X-Plane, by the way, is I personally feel I'm going to get slated for this, but oh well, this is my personal opinion, folks, and that's what YouTube is really, isn't it? Just my opinion on things. I think the lighting is better in X-Plane 12 than MSFS. It feels more natural to me. And that makes a big difference to that all-important immersion. Yeah, they've absolutely nailed the clouds now. This looks so much better than before. It was a complete mess in the betas. It's so good. It almost feels like coming back home for me in X-Plane, because I've got so many hours in X-Plane 11, and I've got some beautiful add-ons as well that I'm looking forward to revisiting. And I have to say the controllers, by the way, in the Pico work perfectly. Everything, you know, clicks and has that very satisfying haptic feedback. It's all working really nicely here. Look at that. Everything feels good. See, look at the lighting here. It just looks really well done. I have to say, though, performance isn't nowhere near as good as MSFS, which is a great shame. I must say, I don't even notice that I've got lens inserts, so a massive thumbs up from VR Rock if you are looking for some lens inserts, not just for the Pico, but for any headset. I do have a 15% discount code. Links will be in the description below. Anyway, before the demo runs out, because I'm only using the demo for this particular flight, but you know what? After this, I'm definitely reinstalling my full version of X-Plane 12, because I do feel at this point, even with this sort of mediocre performance in VR, this is enough for me to start using it again. Definitely. There's just something about the way this sim feels, particularly flying. It's just got that real fluid feeling. That's not to say that MSFS doesn't have that same feeling, but it's just something about that blade element theory that just feels good to me. I have to say the Cirrus sounds beautiful. It's a very nice aircraft to fly. We'll just put it back on the deck here and call this quick first look video done. But I must say, there's definitely quite an improvement from the early beta that I tried. And for me personally, X-Plane 12 is definitely a simulator I'm going to start using more and more. And if you'd like to see more content on the channel of X-Plane 12, please do let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching, as always. I really do appreciate it. Please feel free to subscribe, and I'll see you again very soon. Take care, and bye for now. Actually, now that I've landed, I can definitely see some shimmering going on here. But I reckon if I upped my anti-aliasing, that's going to kill performance. And that's the thing about X-Plane 12. I've got a 4090, but yet the performance is still pretty bad. So I'm interested to see, actually, if you've tried this with, say, a 3090 or something even lower than that. How are you finding performance with X-Plane 12? Please do let me know in the comments. Anyway, I'm definitely going now. See you guys very soon. Bye for now.